So season 1 kicked in with the usual problems, but we got past that. And I want to talk about the changes, the personal modifiers, and a little bit of my thoughts on the seasonal changes. I will include in this video a tier list for the personal modifiers. The first 20 minutes will be about that, but you can skip to the later part of the video if you have already chosen your modifiers and do not care too much about that. I'm thinking for the players who still haven't started their seasonal journey or that will play in the weekend that is to come. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about the season modifiers. So those are the basic modifiers that are for all the players. Crafting skilling is increased to maximum level. You gain more experience. You cannot insure your items. There is a shortage of armor. Black Division can spawn on different locations and no founding rate for hideout. This one is God-given. Now, about personal modifiers. You have negative and positive, but you need to have a positive balance here to be considered a valid build. So you can't pick only the positive one and choose none of the negative. Let's break down all the perks and what you should avoid if you want a normal experience. By the way, you can choose nothing here and just click next and you'll go in without any other modifier than the seasonal one. So you choose how you want to play it. I will put in the description this tool. I found it to be pretty good. You can simulate your builds in a more clean UI. I want to talk individually about every perk, so this might take a while. If you know about this, you can skip to the other part of the video when I talk about other stuff. Let's start with the personal positive one. Marathon runner. Armor leg stamina is consumed 20% slower. I'm running with level 1 skills because I didn't take the perk. That makes them level 15. And it doesn't feel like level 1. It feels much better. It blocks some perks, but overall this is a solid perk. It's an S. I will tier rate this. This is an extension that I created using AI. It's only for this site, only for the purpose of this video. Safecracker. Your mechanical keys have a 25% chance not to lose durability. This is a very good perk to have if you open the mark room often. There are some keys with one use. You can potentially extend that one use if you have luck. But personally for me, this is not something I'm going for this season. I'll rate it with an A because it's a very good perk to have. Bushborn is a rather useless perk in my opinion if you play the game normal. I mean, it's a great perk if you are a full static player, but where's the fun in that? You generate 75% less noise while in vegetation, and you move through vegetation much faster. It's 5 points, so it's a lot, and it's completely useless on many maps. So this one is a C tier. Juice time. Drinking juice grants painkiller for 60 seconds. This is pretty mediocre, but there will be a lot of times where you will need a painkiller and you will have only juice. You can consider taking this. I personally didn't. I prioritized other perks. With the 2-point penalty, this perk is pretty okay. I think I'm giving Bushborn a D and Juice Time will get a C. Yeah, because it's not that good. It's good. It's better than Bushborn, in my opinion. But yeah. Next is Sailor Nostalgia. Consuming canned fish grants you health regeneration +2 for 30 seconds. This equals a flat 60 HP, which is roughly 15% of your total HP. This is perfect when you had a fight or you had a bleed that lowered your HP. You pop in a can of tuna or something like that, and voila, you're full HP without popping in a Propital, which is expensive prior to level 30. This one is very good with only a 2-point penalty. It's a strong A tier for me. Youth is the next one. Energy is consumed 20% slower, and your arm and leg stamina is increased by 10. The basic leg stamina is 100, so you're starting with roughly 10% more leg bar, which paired with Marathon Runner feels very good, but it cancels the chronic fatigue syndrome, which is a great negative effect to have, and for that, considering I didn't take it, but this one is a very good one to have, and I'm ranking it with an A+. It only gets an A, not an S, because it locks a very good negative effect. Street Tax is the next perk. It has a very small point penalty, only one. The first payment was 150k rubles with 1k USD and 1k euro. That was the first payment at level 1. I don't know if the payment will increase as you level up, if it is presetted like that. We don't know that for now. I took this one because there is an achievement with it. You get free money once per week. Because of the uncertainty of the payment, of the future payment, and the low quality of the first payment, I'm ranking it with a B for now. Tarkov shooter, your sniper skill is level 25 at the beginning, and you level up 100% faster. If the old quest system was in place, this would have been a perfect perk. But now that the majority of the quests have been reworked or are no longer kappa required, you don't care too much about this one. The amount of bonus stats it gives for sniping doesn't justify taking it instead of other perks. This one is bait. In my opinion, this one is bait right now. Why would you take it? I know, sure, some people like snipers, but feels like bait, man. There are other great perks to have, so I'm ranking it to D for now. Diet is the next one. Provisions are consumed 15% less. It doesn't block anything, so it's a great perk. The only drawback is that the animation is increased as well. So for example, if the eating animation is 4 seconds, you'll have around 7 seconds of eating animation and drinking animation. For an older player, this can feel very off. There will be situation when you will get pushed by a crabbing AI scav, and you cannot do anything about it because the fuck ass animation took too long to finish. This one, because it doesn't block anything and it negates some of the negative perks, will have an S, not an SS, only because it has the longer animations. Otherwise, this is a great perk to take. Hercules is, I think, one of the best perks for the majority of the player base, because if you are here to play for a month or a month and a half or even less, you take this perk only and you won't regret it. It offers strength and endurance at level 15 at the start of the game, which is absolutely incredible because the game feels much better with higher skills. This one doesn't have a drawback other than blocks average, and in my opinion it's an SS tier perk to have. Sprinter offers you increased movement speed by 5%. It blocks Marathon Runner and the negative perk Third Leg. Personally, I want a longer stamina bar than a 5% movement speed. In time, with higher skills, it will feel much better. For example, Marathon Runner plus Hercules will feel much better, in my opinion, than Hercules plus Sprinter. It's the same points, different result. So this perk gets an A from me. Thrombophilia reduces your bleeding chance by 25%. It's a classic perk, not too much to gain, not too penalizing, just 2 points. It blocks the negative equivalent hemophilia, which is one of the negative perks you want to consider in taking. Because of that, this perk is in the B tier. Hypodipsia, your hydration is consumed slower, a perk that doesn't offer much. You can only take diet and fix all the energy problems. So the -2 points is not very rewarding. This, in my opinion, should have been a 1 point penalty perk. It blocks the negative perk Polydipsia, which is one of the greatest negative perks to take to balance your overall stats. And because of that, this one is the first F tier of the day. Polyphagia consumes your energy 20% slower, a perk that doesn't offer much. You can balance all the energy and hydration power with the diet. It blocks the chronic fatigue syndrome, which is another one you want to consider in taking for the negative effect. This one is the second F tier of the day. Those are rather useless. Sturdy bones, fracture decreased by 25%, falling from heights deal less damage. It's a great pair to have. It's situational, but there are very few benefits in taking this because it blocks osteoporosis, which is a great negative perk to have, sadly. So yeah, there are other perks you might consider. It is also very penalizing, of course, because you have a few locations when your falling damage reduce will give you an extra advantage. But with all said and done, this is a strong B tier. Prodigy. Skill experience is increased by 30%. This is notable. I have this perk. It feels good. My skills level up pretty fast, but I still think the 5 point penalty is quite high. So yeah, it's a great one to have in combination with Hercules. So I strongly suggest you pair those two. It blocks only incompetent, which is okay. Yeah, for me, this is a strong S tier. Next perk is Lucky. We don't know what it does. It offers only a -1 point, and the opposite, the Unlucky, offers a 1 point penalty. I avoided either of them because I don't care. I don't care to gamble with BSG on this one. This smells like some BSG special content, like they like to do, but I'm not interested in playing their game, so I avoided the lucky or the unlucky one. I didn't take them. So I don't know what to tell you about this one. Till we find out what it does, I can't even rate it. So yeah, this one will get no rate for me. The average perk locks all your skills to level 25, and you cannot level them further. This is half of the maximum, and it's great if you plan to play seasonal 1 or 2 weeks or a month and you don't want to invest too much time in the game. This is a great perk for casual players. It's a strong A. Please note that it blocks a few perks: Prodigy, Hercules, the Tarkov shooter, and Incompetent. All of them are related to skills, so you want to keep that in mind if you're going for this one. And the last one is Kappa. Well, this is great if you never had Kappa or you're running on a standard account. It's a great thing to take. It blocks nothing. It's quite penalizing, 12 points, but this is a great perk to have if you want, but keep in mind, because it is that costly, you need to give up other perks if you want to take it. Now moving to personal negative. Hemophilia increases your bleeding chance by 25%. This is very noticeable during fights. In the first fight of the wipe, I got hit by a guy shooting an MP5 in both legs and arms, and I got 4 bleeds in that fight. So this one definitely feels, but it's a great perk to balance the others. So I'll give it an A. Osteoporosis increases your limb fractures and your falling damage. This is very okay. Of course, those perks block the opposite positive perk. You can't take both, but this one is to be considered if you want to balance your positive effects. This one is in the A tier. Exhaustion offers a good plus 5 points, but I don't like this. I like to run, I like to reposition, I flank a lot. I mean, it's my name. And having lower stamina recover or stamina in general is just a no for me. So this one, for me, it is in the F tier. Well, that hurt. All the medkits consume 25% more resources. The only drawback is that you consume the medkit faster. It doesn't block anything. It's a 2 point. The only mention is that there is a bug at the moment with the server side for this and the diet perk. Those two, if you use them in stash, if you eat or heal yourself in stash, the item stays there in the server side and gives you an error if you want to put something else in that position. So if you consume a water, for example, from 60 to 0, the water stays in the server side even if you escape to go back to the main menu and re-enter the character screen for as long as you are in the stash. So after you make a raid, the bug fixes, but when you are still in stash, the bug will be there and will give you a backend error. The items that you moved will be reverted to their position. So it's very annoying at the moment. It's just a bug to keep in mind that it exists. Other than that, I think this will get fixed sooner or later. This is an SS tier perk because it only affects medkits and it's very manageable. Incompetent, all character skills are leveled slower by 25%, excluding bolt action rifles. And the maximum skills is 30. What can I say? This one is bad enough because it affects the skills, but the bright side is that it's a plus 10 point. So if you're taking something like the Kappa, you might consider taking this. It blocks quite a few positive perks, Prodigy and Average, but it's still manageable, judging by what it blocks and the fact that it's plus 10 points. This one, I personally want to put it in the B tier because I like leveling up skills. I don't know, it's my thing. But if you want to go casual, now I'm thinking for a casual player, you know, then you might consider in using this. So I'll think objectively, I'll put this in the A tier, even though personally it's a B tier. It's somewhere in between. I'll let them both here. Polydipsia, hydration is consumed faster. This effect, as well as chronic fatigue syndrome, which is energy consumed 20% faster, those two can be negated with diet. So you can take diet and have those two have positive 2 points that you can work with and bringing something else. Those two, I took those two as well as diets, and I don't feel that they are drawing my energy faster. I mean, it does feel, but if you have diet, you eat once and it's the same as before. You don't keep track on that, and I haven't found it to be an annoyance till now. So both of those, polydipsia and chronic fatigue syndrome, are in SS tier for negative perks you want considering taking. Personality vacuum affects your charisma. You start with charisma 0 and you cannot increase it, and all trader items are 20% more expensive. I personally took this perk to balance the stuff out. This perk makes itself noticed when there is an expensive offer on the trader. I am putting this in the A tier. Dr. Jekyll is one of the worst perk you can choose. This one is bait. It says after gaining a fresh wound, it cannot be removed until the end of the raid. I've noticed people don't know what a fresh wound is. After you heal a heavy bleed, you get 100% of the time the fresh wound effect. So if you get a heavy bleed on all the limbs and on the body, you can get fresh wound on the head as well if you survive a headshot that puts you in a heavy bleed. So you can have heavy bleed on all the body parts. So if you get fresh wounds on every single body part and you run, there is a chance you get 7 light bleeds in one go. You don't want that. People already regretted in taking this because most of them paired it with hemophilia, and the bleeds just pop on so often when you combine those two perks. So you might consider either taking hemophilia or taking Dr. Jekyll, not both of them. It's unplayable. So this one is F tier for me. The allergic is one of the memmed perks already, because you can get allergic to water, which is insane. But at first we thought that the meds will be included as well. It is confirmed. It doesn't include meds, so you're good on that. It contains stimulants, so you might get allergic to things like ETG or Propital. I still don't want to take that risk, so I didn't choose this one. But you might gamble and take, I don't know, energy to basic stuff. One of my friends is allergic to Alionka, canned fish, humpback, and I think one juice, I don't know, is the max energy. I mean, he was lucky in choosing allergic. But I've seen people that are allergic to water and to the basic iskra. So he had 2 items he cannot eat in the first 15 levels in his stash. That was insane. So you can potentially get allergy to useless items. I'll put it in the B or C tier, somewhere in between them. Broken secure container offers 6 points. You cannot put many stuff in your secure container, but the beta pass documents are allowed, which is good. Keys as well, so already a plus. It blocks nothing and it's a nice 6 points to add. But be careful, you cannot add valuables, so you risk in giving them to somebody else if you die. This one is a rather balanced perk and I am putting it in the B tier. Personally, I mean, if I'm thinking about it objectively, it is an A tier, but personally is a B tier. No flea market. Well, this one is rather easy. This one is rather self-explanatory. You don't have access to what players are selling on flea market. It's a nice perk to have to balance other positive one, but I'm not suggesting it for the majority of the population of this game. I will be putting it in the C tier. Third leg reduces your movement speed, and buying items is cheaper from therapists by 5%. This one is one of the most useless perks to ever have been considered for this game. I don't know why would you want that. It blocks Sprinter, which is crazy, and Personality Vacuum, which is plus 2 point, which is way better. And it does literally nothing. There's no penalty. 1% movement speed, it's barely noticeable, and it gives you cheaper items as a therapist. I don't know, this one feels as a stupid perk. I'm giving it the F tier. So last one is the unlucky. Again, we have literally no idea what this means. It blocks the lucky perk, so I still think this is a BSG kind of game. that I am refusing to play, and I will not rate it because we don't know what it does yet. So there you have it. Those are the perks and tier list. I will include the site in the description. Next, you want to remember to redeem your promo codes as soon as possible. The codes will be in the description of the video as well. If they are not fitting in the launcher, reinstall the launcher. The old launchers are just too buggy after updates. You'll get a bunch of gear and 5 Black Division dog tags, which can be put in the quality circle for a special recipe. The special recipe with 5 Black Division dog tags is this briefcase with documents. It will be destroyed after unpacking, and it contains free documents for the battle pass. So this is one use for the dog tags, as well as there will be barters later on in the game. You'll have here the full list. You can click required search on them to see what barters you'll have. But I will go with this one because it's a free progression to the battle pass. Next is the battle pass. You have your standard battle pass progression system where you need to complete to unlock the rewards in order to get to the later on. So they are breaked upon into groups. You start with the basic loyalty 1 quests, which offer a flat 3000 XP. By the way, this quest is new. I don't know it. So you want to keep 5 disposable syringe for this quest. I was wondering if the quest will scale after you level up. They don't. They stay the same XP. So the loyalty level 1 will give 3k XP. The loyalty level 2 will give 10k. Let's see a loyalty level 3 around here. Here it is. The loyalty level 3 gives you 28k XP. This quest is also new. In case you're an older player, you are used with small trading reputations, but right now they skyrocketed that number to a lot. Last, the loyalty 4 quests, which reward you with 65k XP, which is a lot, and it's pretty nice. Keep in mind that the traders level up based on level 2, not a reputation alone. So what I'll do, I'll pick 2 traders and I will try to grind only those 2 to reach the quests that give you more XP, and I will try to level up fast as possible with this method, and I will see how it goes. So overall, the new task system is very good. They reworked the majority of the quests. They make the quest easier. There are a lot of new quests as well. Keep in mind that some quests have this icon here. This means that these quests can be completed in group. So this is the best feature they could have possibly added. Some quests are literally free. One of the new interesting changes is the support message you get from Prapor. I understand that you get the crate and the support message when you are below 1 million robots. I don't have enough space in the stash to open this, but I've understand from other players that this crate has a complete set of gear, from weapon to armor to headset to headwear to all. This gives a lot. Before, Prapor would have give you one floor armor and that will be it. So this time the support message from Prapor for players who struggle in the game is very good. I like this. Next, I want to tell you about Arena Tarkov. You can send stuff to your seasonal account if you completed the quest Jack of all trades. This quest is relatively late in the Arena quest chain, but I just grinded the battle pass for cosmetics and I completed it without thinking too much about it. And in the first day I could send all my crates to the seasonal PvP. So in case you have something hoarded, you want to go there and see if you can transfer it. For eternal PvP, there is still the requirement to complete the task to Greater Heights Part 3. As you can see, for the seasonal, what you can transfer has been reduced. but the fact that you can transfer the containers is more than enough to give you never-ending gear. Those equipment crates usually contain a full loadout. And last, I want to include the new padlock system. There is a new system with padlocks on weapon chests or random loot boxes. I've seen some more often locked than others. I don't know. I think it's a chance. It feels great to open one of those. You must shoot them. You cannot melee them. What doesn't feel so good is the padlock on certain doors on certain maps. Those are 100% of the time, so it gets quite annoying because this old gas station door is a common place to go. So now it's locked from the other side, and you need to shoot it or jump the fence. It's easy to done with a scope, but this gives you away, so people will know that you are here. So that's not good. I heard that there are multiple doors on other maps as well. Another door they locked with the padlocks is this one here, the big red. Now you are forced to go on the road or to the hole in the fence here. The padlock is on this side of the fence. So that's about it for this video. If there is any new information or other hidden things, we'll find out. I'll be posting as soon as possible, so if you want to subscribe. Thank you for watching and seeing you in the next one.